Welcome back to Home Gym Reviews, episode 5. This week we're going to look at 4 awesome setups. They're very complete and we're going to build it up. Start small and big. Very inspiring builds, so if you're interested in building your home gym and you're looking for ideas, stay with me and let's jump in.
I'm hustling every day cause the mountain's too steep. Made it through the struggle, now I'm chasing what's mine. I'm all in for the hustle, now I'm ready to shine.
Like I said, we're starting out with a small home gym, and we're starting out with the home gym of Agent Parzival. He added some new equipment to his small home gym. It's 13 foot long and 8.5 feet wide on the smallest place, and he's got some extra room by his doorway. Let's check it out, guys. As you can see on the right, a very big squat rack. Originally this is a full rack. He could squat inside, but with all his weight storage on the inside as well, he only uses this as a half rack, and he's always have to squat and bench press outside of the squat rack. There are a lot of barbells though on this squat rack. On the top we see a multi-grip bar, there is a safety squat bar in the rack, and there are 2 regular straight bars in there as well. So in his squat rack, like I said, he's squatting on the outside, he's benching on the outside, but he has very long spotter arms, which is very beneficial when you're moving heavy weights and you're afraid to fall over. So this is a major plus. As well, this is a very sturdy and strong rack, and because he stores his weights on his rack, it's very stable on the ground also when he's racking those big bars with big weights. Well done, man. We already talked about the bar, but let's talk about the weights as well. He's using steel plates. You guys know my opinion about steel plates. I much rather have him use bumper plates, so when he ever has to drop his bar, it's not that hard of a sound, and his wife won't get mad at him. On the other side of his home gym, there is a cable setup, but I first want to look at that bench he has in his cable machine. He's probably using this bench for all sorts of movements, and it looks very big and sturdy. So this is a major plus. Also, the way he can store it upright makes it very beneficial because he has quite a little space and he needs to use every single piece of it. The bench is stored within his cable setup. He has a cable setup with double pulley. I don't think he has a lat pull down or a low row, but you can always use your pulley system with the adjustable trolleys to move it to the right height so you can do those movements. It's not the best way to do them, but they will work. So it's perfectly fine in my opinion. And with this setup he has weight stacks, so he doesn't have to lug those big heavy plates around to put them on the pins. It also, just like the squat rack, it looks very sturdy, so very well done. Good choice. If we look at the dumbbells, I recognize these dumbbells. I've got them myself. They are massive dumbbells, and he's got a little place for them to store them, which makes it way easier to grab them and do more of those bicep curls. The only bad part that can happen to them is they might rust a little, depending on which batch you got. Some rust a little more, some rust a little less, but his home setup is very dry, low humidity, so I don't think he will have a problem with this and can have years and years of fun with this and get big. Looking at the storage, he stored all his attachments and his weight inside his racks, which makes the ground very open, so he can use every single centimeter he's got, so that's a major plus. But if we're looking at the ground, we're also seeing a lack of flooring. He put some rubber mats on there, but not in the entire basement. That's the worst side of his home gym setup in my opinion. If he can do one thing to improve it, if he has some money left, put down flooring in your entire home gym. If we're looking at the corner, stored away very nicely is a GHD machine. I wonder how often this is used, because I do think it's quite a hassle to get it out there and get it in a place where he can use it fully, but it's very nice that he has the option to do GHDs. Now we can see in the corner there's also equipment stored away in this built-in cabinet, and it's very nicely put down. He can grab all the attachments he wants without making a mess of it. And when he is done, he can close the cabinet and it's a clean setup. The last thing I always mention is the look of the and feel of the home gym. It looks and feels quite good because it's nicely finished, but adding a mirror will always improve, especially that small place, make it look a little bigger. Well done, man, and keep us up to date. I know you're wanting to review one of the barbells you've got, and I'm very interested in what you think of it. Let's go on to the next home gym. The next home gym is by the Cur Wiener. He's saying it's not winning a beauty pageant, but it gets the job done. He's got his home gym in his basement and he's combining it with his workshop as well. My home gym is the same. In the back side of my garage, I've got my home gym, and in the front side of my garage, I've got my workstation and some storage for my gardening equipment. So I do recognize this a lot, but he's very bright and colored. He made this design with his boy, his little guy, and he painted them together. So I do think that's a nice touch. If we're looking at a squat rack, it's a fold-away squat rack. This is one of the setups I'm always wondering about. If you have a fold-away setup, do you fold it away? He was looking at a fold-away squat rack that goes up, because those are most of the time easier to fold away and get back set up. But his ceiling is only 8 foot high, so he couldn't get that into his basement. Also looking at a barbell, just a regular Olympic barbell, good choice. I haven't seen any other bars, but that's not necessary. It's the most important bar to get. Unfortunately, when we're looking at the plates, he doesn't have nice bumper plates. This guy again, he has the steel plates, making a lot of noise. In the other corner, we can see a cable setup. This is just a single cable tower with weight pins, so he has to load his plates on there, but it's a very good start. I do think this is bolted into the walls, so it's sturdy, and he has a adjustable height for his cables, so he can do a lot of movements with this. It would be better if it's a twin setup, but well, we've got to start somewhere, and I've got to give him props to just getting the cable. Next to a squat rack, we can see the power blocks dumbbells. Those are not my favorite dumbbells. I don't like having the cage on my hand, but I know a lot of people do like them, so I'm not going to judge on this one. And power blocks are always very easy to change weights, so that's a major benefit. He's got them on the stands, so again, just like the last setup, easy to grab, easy to work out with. It's always a major plus if you can get them on the stands. Looking down, below the stands, there is no rubber flooring. In combination with the steel plates, this is absolutely a no-go in my opinion. First thing you do in your home gym, put flooring down in the entire room, especially when you're using steel plates and you're dropping them when you're doing like heavy deadlifts. It's gonna damage your concrete, then you have to repair your concrete, and after that you have to add rubber flooring. This is going to be way more expensive than just at the start of creating your home gym, putting flooring down all the way. After looking at this colorful setup, we're going straight into the next. It's from Kwoetebo, and it started small, but now it's quite big. It started with just a rack for his son because he couldn't get to the gym. And 3.5 years later, after the COVID and a lot of time hunting on pre-owned equipment, he thinks he's done. And I do think he has a pretty good setup. Everything he bought is pre-owned. Just the Peloton and the kettlebells are bought new, and the rest is all pre-owned. The first thing we're always looking at is the squat rack. He has a full rack with the weights stored on the rack and a lifting platform in front of it. If we're looking at the jerseys and the helmets around his home gym, I do think this is an American football player. He has the Olympic bar, but he also has the hex bar, which is for building those leg strength you need in American football, very beneficial. That's a very good choice. If you're looking at this hex bar, I do think there are better ones. This one you have to rack the weights by lifting up the bar. You also have those hex bars that you can put on his side, so it's way easier to put your weight on. This guy has 2 benches. a flat bench and an adjustable bench. It looks like the flat bench is a way better pad, but by having both of them, he can do all the workouts he needs, and he can even work out together with his son or with his son with his mates and get big and strong. You can see this home gym is developed over the time. It's not the most perfect setup. It's still a little bit cluttered because he also used it as a garage and he didn't split up the place. Like, this is my home gym part and this is my garage part. But one of the good things is that by not splitting up those two places, he put the flooring down in the entire home gym. A major upgrade from the last gym we looked at. He's got the flooring with a pattern in there. Normally I wouldn't appreciate the setup because it isn't very nice to put your bar down on those ridges and your bar rolling all over while you just wanted to keep it in line with your body. But because he also has his lifting platform, this won't be a problem. So he can do, has the grip when he is on the working out with the dumbbells, and then those patterns won't be a problem, and he can lift on his platform where there is no pattern on there. So very good choice to put it down like this. We can see a lot of fixed dumbbells. I always say use adjustable dumbbells. It saves space, you get more weights in, and eventually it will be cheaper. Probably when you're selling all your fixed dumbbells right now, with the money you get from selling them, you can buy one and maybe even two sets of adjustable dumbbells. There is not only not adjustable dumbbells, but there is no cable machine. Cable machines are, in my opinion, one of the most important things, guys. Like I always tell you guys, a barbell with the bumper plates, squat rack, then cable machines, and if you have money left, go for the dumbbells. And after you've got all those three, you can do 95% of the movements, and after that you can go into specialty bars. The one exception for this could be if you're a power lifter with just very specific things you want to train, and then you can go for a specialty bar first before going to dumbbells. One of the things I have to point out is it is cluttered, and I do think you can improve on that, but I do want to appreciate the look and feel of this home gym with these banners, the American football helmet, the jerseys. It feels like a home gym. This is not a very clean setup, but it is a very home gym feel setup, a place you want to be in. After looking at this big home gym, we're going to the next, the last, but this might be the most impressive for this week. By lower measurement 647 is the Demon Slayer home gym. It's an anime inspired home gym. This time he made some proper pictures compared to his last post on Reddit. He's been renovating this garage from scratch. It's framing, drywalling, painting, but also all the decorations and the lights. He wanted to start a health blog about fitness, but also about mental health after going through a major struggle and major weight loss as well. So he made a space to do that, and I think this worked out very, very well. Normally we start off with a squat rack, but in this home gym I want to start off with the mural. We can see a big dragon, and behind the dragon there is LED strips to make it pop. And if you're looking at it at night, it's even more impressive. And right within the dragon there is his mirror, which makes the light shine through his entire home gym. It's a very cool setup. This is one of the best I've seen so far. So now we're going at the part we're always starting out with, his squat rack. He has a very big squat rack with the jammer arms, with the cables. It's the Aries squat rack from Rap Fitness. One of the best squat racks you can get for a home gym setup. He has a lot of bumper plates as well, so major go, and he's got the Olympic barbells, no 30mm bars, there's not skipped out on anything. And behind his squat rack there is another mural, very cool, very inspirational, when you're going heavy, that you have to push it through the end and make them gains. He's got also the Rap Fitness adjustable bench in there, a very sturdy bench, very adjustable, another very good choice. Guys, I do think this home gym is almost perfect. Of course, in his Ari's squat rack, he has the cables with the weight stacks, so he needs attachments as well, and he stored them really well onto the wall, making it a tree, making a little bit of a Christmas feel right there. Below the tree there is all these smaller adjustments on hooks, very nicely set up. This is one of the things people can look up to and think, whoa, I should do this as well. It's very easy to just put a couple of hooks on the wall and make it look like this, make it very nice looking, making you want to use those attachments. Looking at the floor, he uses the tiles on the floor, and he's got those speckled red ones and just regular black ones. Those are not my favorite. They're also a little bit small, so they might, when you drop the weights on them, they might pop up and you have to put them back down. Is one of the negative side effects of using tiles instead of like mats. But they're most of the time very thick, and when you drop the weights on them, they will reduce the impact and make them your equipment last way longer. On top of his flooring, he put even two more things. He put a big mat with fake grass, which is probably for sled push and sled pulls, and he's got a lifting platform. In my opinion, this lifting platform isn't necessary, but it does look cool, and he can use bands on these platforms. So what other equipment does he have? He has a full rack of fixed dumbbells. And again, guys, they look very nice, they look very complete, but it's a home gym. Go to those adjustable dumbbells. If you guys have very good reason to buy fixed dumbbells, please let me know. I just don't get why people would put a fixed set of dumbbells in their home gym. The other equipment he has is a very nice and big leg press. You can build some massive legs with this leg press. As we can see, the seat of the leg press is big, the platform of the leg press is big, and it's all in those nice red and black colors, just like his Aries and just like the dragon and the wall. This home gym is just so complete in his look. I can't stress that enough. When the look is good, you want to be in your home gym, and that's why this guy is definitely gonna be happy being there. The last part, this guy, he made massive weight changes, and therefore he does have to do some cardio. So he bought Nordic Track elliptical machine. One of the movements you can do best for getting your entire body moving, getting your heart rate up, and also having low impact on your joints, which is a major benefit when you're a little heavier. Where you have to go out on a run and you're very heavy, those impact of those every step is going to be on your joints and on your tendons. Your body isn't going to like that. So a good choice for him to buy elliptical machine. So all by all, in this home gym, I haven't even talked about every single little piece, but very good home gym. And if we're looking at these pictures, very good results. It looks amazing, man. He got some new tattoos, I guess, but on the first picture you can see those love handles very clearly, and on the second, back muscles. Thank you. I appreciate you are willing to share those pictures of your home gym and your transformation. This is what a nice home gym setup can do to your body. And if you're interested in more inspirational ideas for your home gym, if you're looking at funny home gyms, check out my other videos. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to make my YouTube channel grow, and I'll see you guys next time.
Grind, don't stop, no time for the sleep. I'm hustling every day cause the mountain's too steep. Made it through the struggle, now I'm chasing what's mine. I'm all in for the hustle, now I'm ready to shine.